All right, I'm here with one of our new superstars, and we're moving into about 2 months into this process. From our first video that we actually did, she's almost unrecognizable. I mean, she is such a beautiful girl anyway, but it's amazing how this flower is blossoming before our eyes. It's incredible. Let's talk about how long it's been.
Yep, so I started the second week of September, so
Okay.
September 7th.
Okay.
So just shy of 2 months I've been coming to class. And
Let's talk about some of the changes. I mean, visually, wow. But
Yeah.
let's talk about, you mentioned blood pressure.
hmm
When you started, where was your blood pressure? Where is it now?
It was 152 over 110, and now I am down to 120 over 90.
Were we talking in the higher ranges, possibly being medicated for that? Was your doctor
Yep.
concerned about that?
That was something she said, I think we may have to look at getting you on blood pressure meds.
Okay.
And I said, well, let's just see how things go.
So let's just check out the body project.
Yep.
Score.
And so now I'm out of that concern of having to go on medication.
Beautiful. So one of the things is obviously you're an ex-athlete, used to participating at a very high level. If you see her workout, I mean, she moves like an athlete. I mean, she moves very, very well. But let's talk about what you've seen, an increase in strength, stamina, energy. Why don't you share?
Yeah, I definitely have an increase of energy, and I can feel just my strength is increasing. I constantly am like, oh, look at my muscles.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping a lot better at night. I feel a lot more rested. I'm not as tired.
Okay.
Yeah, and just an increase of like self-confidence. So I feel like I carry
Uh-huh.
myself better throughout the day and feel confident in how I look and how I feel.
I think this really sums it up because Annalisa shared with our Facebook group during the 21-day challenge her engagement photos. And it was amazing because, you know, it's like, oh, I wish we would have had maybe another month. But she shared with everybody her engagement photos, and I had showed my parents, and they're like, is that the same girl? I mean, it was stunning how amazing you looked in those pictures. And it's only been 2 months. Now, the wedding date, June
20th.
Okay. So where's ultimately, what's the goal? Where do we want to
You
be?
know, my goal is I want to lose 50 pounds.
Push it. I want you to think and stretch big. So 50 pounds?
50 pounds.
Okay.
You know, by the time my dress comes in, which is April.
All right.
And then I don't want to have to do, you know, once that dress comes in, I kind of want to have to do the
Minimal
alterations. But I ordered my dress when I was 25 pounds heavier than I am right now, so I already know.
Big alterations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a good problem to have.
Yes, much better than the opposite.
Yeah, and her ring is going to have to be resized because
Yep.
her ring is. So what we're going to do is we are going to be doing this every month. We're going to do a little Annalisa check-in because, you know, a lot of times I can tell when someone's going to go the distance, and you could just tell during our first consultation that Annalisa was really focused, committed, ready to make a change, and you know, you've done such a fantastic job. Exercise is just one small piece of it. So why don't you talk a little bit about your nutrition and what you've done there?
Yep.
Because that's a big
Yeah.
change.
So I started doing with the 12-week program. I'm following that. I've noticed that I've just kind of, at first, when I was eating all that junk, I craved it. I was wanting the fast food, wanting the sweets, wanting carbs. That was my huge thing, was bread. And now,
Imagine that. Craving carbs. I can't imagine anyone craving carbs. So how do you
Yeah.
feel now?
I feel fine with it, you know. Can pass it up, cake, take it or
You
leave
don't feel
it.
deprived?
No,
Okay.
you know, I've really worked with Michelle on finding alternatives, and she's been great helping me. Here's recipes. I've gotten back into cooking, you know,
Score.
which I love cooking.
And your fiance, I bet, loves that too.
Yeah, he does. He does. So it's been really fun for us to get back into the kitchen and actually making things
Right.
and figuring out what works and what doesn't.
Doing it as a couple.
Yep, something we can do together, and finding all sorts of fun new recipes.
Yeah, that's
and
great. You know, another thing too, during the 21 Day Challenge, we had a private Facebook group, and it's really cool because you were really participating in it. And not only was she giving incredible suggestions, but then, feeding off some of the other suggestions. But it always seems like it's the people who are really invested in themselves and others who always get the best results, and she's a shining example of that. And that's why you got such great results, and that's why we're so happy that you're here.
Thank you.
So-
I definitely couldn't have done it without the support of the staff. Everyone in class has been great too, and it's the first time where I feel like I enjoy working out. I look forward to it. I definitely, my fiance calls it, that workout high. I come home and he's like, okay, I know, you had a great class.
It's called the Body Project High. So we're going to check in probably another 4 or 5 weeks, and we're just going to do this little video diary, and you guys are going to be amazed at how much more beautiful she gets, if that's possible. But super excited about the results she's gotten. She's one of our avatars here. She's exactly the type of person that we look for here at the Body Project. Super positive, upbeat. She's very energetic in the class, supportive of others, and she follows the program to the letter. So, great job.